1% of artists generate 90% of all music streams. The major players in the music industry, they've got to realize that a change needs to take place. Are you a creative or entrepreneur who's sick of all the red tape? Sick of gatekeepers and powerful digital media platforms that cater to celebrities and people with deep pockets? I mean, you got talent, you got skills, but you can't seem to break through. It's time to destroy. The podcast helping entrepreneurs and creators conquer the barriers between them and the people. What's up, everyone? I'm your host, Christopher Grant Sr. Thank you so much for listening to Destroy. Now, I know there are a million things you could be doing right now, but you took time out of your busy day to listen to me. So sit back, relax, and open your ears and enjoy the Uneven Playing Field series.
Destroy Digital Media Platforms, the new book by Christopher Grant Sr., an insightful, eye-opening quick read that tells you why your content everywhere gets you nowhere and how to rise above the digital media clutter. Visit destroybook.com.
You see companies like SoundCloud with their fan-powered royalty system, their new payment model that's out. You got companies like UnitedMasters, who just received $50 million in Series B funding from Apple. And this is on top of funding that they've already received from Alphabet Incorporated, the company that owns Google, as well as Walt Disney Company, contributing like $70 million in their Series A funding in 2017. So everyone sees that a change is needed. Everyone knows that there is a problem. The question is, who's able to fix it? Looking at this company, UnitedMasters, very innovative. They're really trying to make a difference. And as I read through some of their literature, it looks like they're offering artists the opportunity to have their music distributed directly through their platform to all the major digital providers, such as Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, all those different platforms. Now, distribution in and of itself is not unique. TuneCore, a lot of different companies will distribute your music for you. But what this company, UnitedMasters, is offering is more transparency. They're offering you tools to get analytics that will help you to better target your community of listeners. And that is a great thing. As I read through some of the literature, I see here that the investment that Apple made is unique. Apple does a lot more purchasing than investing typically. They typically buy a company every few weeks or so to supplement one product effort or another. So what they're doing is they're not buying UnitedMasters. They're investing in the company, which is unusual for Apple. They usually just buy a company outright. So this is a unique thing, which would seem like, wow, UnitedMasters, they must really be doing something different for Apple to invest so much money into their company. And just from the surface reading, it seems like what they're doing is offering distribution through iMessage, which is pretty cool. And they're allowing the artists to take advantage of these analytic tools that will help them do a better job at reaching their community, as well as offering tickets and merch and all types of things that are very beneficial to independent artists. Currently, UnitedMasters has deals with the NBA, ESPN, TikTok, Twitch, and others that allow artists to tap big brand deals that would normally not be available to them or be only available to them through a major label or a manager. They allow artists to retain 100% control of their own masters. It's changing things a bit, right? But will it directly impact your pocket? When I look at UnitedMasters, great concept, just the ability to own your masters is a great thing. The ability to be transparent, or for the platform or the distribution to all be transparent, where you can look at the analytics, look at the sales that you're getting, look at who's buying your music. That's a good thing. The opportunity to have your music sent to companies like the NBA and ESPN. Is it enough? Underrepresented creatives have been robbed for years. And all these different companies are coming out with new ways that they can monetize their efforts. And they all sound really good. Even if UnitedMasters can distribute my music to all these different platforms, even if UnitedMasters can allow my music the opportunity to be heard by people at the NBA and ESPN, even if I can control my master and own it, it doesn't give me an audience. What if I don't have an audience? Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying my music isn't good. I'm saying I don't have an audience. Is the situation with UnitedMasters giving me, as an underrepresented creative, a bigger audience? I read through their verbiage and I'm not seeing that. Because they have deals with the NBA and ESPN, they say that they're going to tap big brand deals that would normally be brokered by a label and manager. What does that mean? Tap big brand deals? What the heck does that mean? Come on, people. It's vague. It's vague. What you're offering is hope. Don't get me wrong, that's good. But it's like playing the lottery. You're telling me, look, I'm going to give you a ticket to the lottery. What are the odds of you actually winning the lottery? 1 in a million? And don't get me wrong, it is good to have a ticket. But the likelihood of you actually winning is next to none. 1 in a million, 1 in 2 million, depending on how many people are actually on the platform, how many people are actually being submitted for this opportunity. They miss the point. They offer you a lot of things that sound really good. Is it going to impact my wallet as a underrepresented creative. I like the effort. It sounds good. It looks good. And it must, you look at the money that Apple's giving them. Alphabet, the company that owns Google, is giving them. Walt Disney, which is owned by 21st Century Fox. They're pouring money into this company. So it looks incredibly good. Owning a master that's not reaching a lot of people isn't making me money. Look, I appreciate the transparency. I appreciate the analytics. These are tools that creatives have been seeking and demanding for years. And kudos to UnitedMasters to be able to and to be willing to give creatives access to that information. But to have tools without anything to build misses the point. Even the ability to have your music distributed to Spotify, Apple Music, all the different platforms. It's so cool to be able to do that on the UnitedMasters platform via iMessage. Like, this is innovative and creative stuff. It misses the point. Your music everywhere gets you nowhere. You don't need the industry. You need an audience. You got the tools, but nothing to build because you don't have an audience. And like I mentioned in my previous video, I believe there is a solution, and that solution is competitive streaming. Competitive streaming fixes all of this. If you want to hear more about competitive streaming, go to Traxbox.com, Traxbox.com. It's the world's first competitive streaming platform. Send me your email address, and I will send you information on competitive streaming. Be a part of the change. You don't need a middleman. You need an audience. Competitive streaming will not be controlled by the powers that be. The algorithm of competitive streaming is the people. Get on board. Talk to me. Get involved. Competitive streaming. Go to Traxbox.com, Traxbox.com. And let's level the playing field for creatives. Destroy. The podcast helping entrepreneurs and creators conquer the barriers between them and the people. Hey, if you like what you hear, please share the Destroy podcast with everyone you know. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at C. Grant Sr. That's at CGRANTSR.